Welcome back to the mix-up. So I'm going to be doing a review of the Wise Power 400 at the Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California, which was quite an interesting race. Those guys had problems keeping those cars on the track. Let's take a look at some clips from that.
Nobody does it better than this. Look at this.
Spin in front of Joey Logano.
Kyle Busch right at the beginning, not only spinning out, but also having problems with his car overheating.
Kyle Busch had drifted back from third to about 11th.
Now, he was off to a good start. His brother, on the other hand, started a lap down due to penalties and not passing inspection.
And then goes around coming off turn number 2. First caution of the day.
Everything was fine. It was actually coming in to me. I think I got left rear on a seam.
Now, these guys were having problems not only with the car and the traction, but the seams causing the car to want to go get stuck in the seam and follow the seam.
Engine temps were hot.
And that's when he's talking about when his engine was too hot, and you'll see in a second what they've had to do multiple times. They had to take leaf blowers and blow out his radiator. I don't know why he was the only person having this issue with his car.
Until a caution flag, and he
but they had to blow out the front grille multiple times because he was overheating. Then, Kyle Busch was not the only one that had a rough day. Chase Elliott, 33 laps in.
Oh, car on the wall, and it's up front. It is Chase.
Bangs into the
Elliott
wall.
Has bounced off the wall. We stay green.
The wall pretty good there.
Aluminum wheels.
And you see he just was coming around the turn and gets loose.
That is a pretty good hit. Pretty hard hit, that is. Chase Elliott goes.
And then a couple laps later,
around,
spins out.
Caution flies for the second time today.
And something very similar to this will happen later in the race.
It's gone from bad to worse.
After he catches up, you'll see. So you see, I mean, nobody even near him just...
Yeah, I'm sure he's got a little damage from the first 2 times he hit the wall there, and car messed up just a little bit and trying to make it as long as he could until the caution, and unfortunately it became the caution.
These guys were having so much trouble sticking to the track during this race, it was ridiculous.
Sneaking outside of him here a little bit, and he just got loose.
And right here we got Brad Keselowski.
He came off that bottom. Looks like he hit that bump, and the rear of the car got upset. And when he had to slow down a little bit and turn the steering wheel,
loses it, just gets loose. Now I'm going to bring that back. Look at how close he comes to Denny Hamlin.
He hit that bump, and the rear of the car got...
Ooh, that was so close. That was within... Let's bring that back again. This could have been a multiple car pilot.
Hit that bump, and the rear of the car got
close. You couldn't have had a closer call right there.
Upset, and when he had to slow down a little bit and turn the steering wheel to the right to catch that car to keep it from spinning out, he just got
that was crazy.
Up in front of traffic.
And then something similar will happen to him later in the race. This is like the race of deja vus. Things that happen seem to happen again later in the race.
Wide. Oh, trouble. One car slides and saves. And everybody scatters.
10 car of Eric.
Now, this was Eric Amarillo who lost it, didn't completely spin out, and saved it. Very nice save.
We stay green.
Goes sideways.
Same thing there, Clinton. You saw him hit that bump, and you saw the stuff come out
just
the back.
Drops down, and nice save.
The car with the rub blocks or diffuser, whatever's hitting the ground back there is definitely upsetting the car. Certainly did.
Now, I don't know why they were having so much trouble with these new cars sticking to the track, but it seemed to be the issue was traction, and these guys were running low air pressure to try and gain traction, and you had a lot of flat tires.
A vibration. He's saying it's a right rear flat. His team getting up on the wall. Trouble.
And Tyler Reddick here won the first 2 stages. Blew a tire, and then sideswiped by William Byron.
Oh, he hits the wall, guys.
And William Byron is involved. And now caution waves.
These guys were just loose over the whole, throughout the whole race.
Ninth caution of the day. William Byron is not one of them.
That was really odd. That was really late. It'd be interesting to see the whole view if there were some other cars around it. But that
he
was,
got loose and had to catch it.
Yeah, because that was quite a while after he was going slow up against the top.
Yeah, it looks like he gets loose himself. Smacks right into him. He was already starting to drop down, but there was plenty of room there.
Man, that's kind of a bummer for Tyler as well, because I think he was going to be okay. He just needed left rear tire on it, was trying to get it limp back there, and they got some contact.
So, as I said, this is the race of deja vus. And as you can see here, similar scene to earlier with Brad Keselowski going sideways again. This time in
down. He was
a much worse situation.
Brad was coming down,
involving Bubba Wallace.
The option, you either wreck yourself right there or you lift out of the gas. He didn't lift out of the gas. Here's Bubba Wallace.
Fell to 6, sorry. Just lost my nose. Fighting that all day.
And then he says right there that he lost the nose, and they've been fighting that all day. So these guys have been having problems all day with the traction.
Keselowski and more. I think Wallace in it.
It's quite the pileup compared to the first time where he just cleared everybody.
Oh.
But like I said, very similar to what had happened earlier. I mean, this race is just something else. The way
didn't follow
somebody else into the wall, and then you see this.
Whoa!
Chase Elliott slammed into the wall by his own teammate Kyle Larson, and
Chase Elliott, after going
spins out again, just like earlier, smashes into the wall, and then spins out a couple laps later.
And caution.
It is the race of deja vu.
Waves. That would be the 12th caution.
Except for the first time he hit the wall, it was not caused by anybody. But look, now here, I found this video that's got the audio from the radios.
Stupid mother. Cool 5. Who's a fucking idiot?
Yo, he is losing it.
Outside. Another one outside here.
That's just crazy.
He broke again. He's a
The right rear is broke again.
God damn it!
And that's when he spins out.
It broke that
Yeah.
right rear again. So. What the
Yo, he's so mad.
doing, man? That was a dick move by him for sure. I wasn't even fucking close.
Yo, this is.
I mean, I'm like way outside.
So you can hear he's not happy with his teammate. And then Kyle Larson had this to say after the race.
3 and 4 very well. Joey did a good job on the bottom, and then we were side drafting each other, and I'm not even looking at my mirror at that point because all I'm worried about is Joey. And
so what he's saying is he was paying attention to Joey Logano and wasn't even paying attention behind him.
I'm looking out of my A-post window, and I had a run, so I went to peel off, and as soon as I peeled off, my spotter's yelling, outside, and I had no clue he was even.
So he said he had no clue he was coming, so he's saying it wasn't his fault. He didn't know he was there.
Coming, so.
But he should have been looking.
Yeah, I mean, I hate that I ended his day after they worked so hard to get back to the lead lap and back in contention to win, and but I mean, it's just an honest mistake on probably both of our faults. I should have had more awareness in my mirror. My spotter could have told me he.
Yeah, I mean, where was the spotter on letting these guys know what was going on?
Run, and we would have avoided that mess. I would have probably not been side drafting on Joey as hard as I was.
Yeah, I mean, if a spotter had let him know that there was another car coming up behind him and joining in the battle between him and Logano, that maybe he'd pay more attention to the other side of his car.
I'd have been more so protecting on Chase than worrying about Joey, but it happened, and I hate that it did. I know that they're upset, but we'll talk, and hopefully we'll get on the same page.
Yeah, they're gonna be a little sour about that one for a little while. I would be.
I would never run into my teammate or block him that aggressively and that late on purpose.
Now notice what he said there. He's like, I wouldn't do that late on purpose, meaning early in the race, just for fun I might, but not this late in the race.
honestly just told you guys my side of it. So I'm going to tell him exactly how I told you guys, and he'll take it for what it is. Either way, I'm sure he'll still be upset, even if we're on the same page or not. So
yeah, he's definitely still going to be upset.
It's just a conversation that we'll have, and we're both young, we both respect each other a lot, so we'll both be racing for wins for many years to come. So
he's basically saying that he'll get over it, but I mean, he's going to be mad for at least a couple days.
I'm not too worried about it.
And I feel like they could have finished, first and second, the two of them, if he was just paying attention.
If anything, it's probably a small bump in the road. I think
And Chase Elliott, earlier in the race, had already come back from that first hit to the wall and then spinning out. And then to be took out by your own teammate, that's just like the nail in the coffin for the day. Like, you just give up at that point. Like, your day can't get any worse.
In the future, then yes, it gets out of hand. But Hendrick Motorsports, I don't think will ever let it get to that point. And like I said, we have enough respect for each other that I don't think it will get out of hand at all. And we'll just have a conversation, and I'm sure it'll be fine. Like I said, he's going to be upset.
I mean, anybody's going to be upset. Right now, he's just looking for words to say because they keep asking him questions.
Right to be, but I'll explain my side.
I think he's basically said the same thing 3 times now.
He'll believe me or he won't.
Yeah, they were kind of hounding him on that. And then, I mean,
Stay out of the wall.
after what happened to Chase Elliott,
and man, the run he had off
he drops down and just
banking.
like
he had such a
kills the lead
big
right
run
there.
that Daniel couldn't even
Here
get to.
they come for the checkered flag. Kyle
And then
Larson.
he took the win after taking out his own teammate, supposedly not on purpose.
Keeps that surfboard trophy
I mean, I'm going to go with it wasn't on
in
purpose.
California.
Yeah, that was quite the crazy race. Learning how these new cars handle on these tracks, these different tracks. Each track is different, so we'll see as they go and they learn to use these new cars, which obviously handle a lot different than the old ones. Independent rear suspension, that'll make a huge difference. Anyway, until next time, this has been The Mix Up. Peace.